More news about Red Bull team principal Christian Horner's investigation has been leaked, and this time it appears there is more to the drama than was initially known. Horner was reportedly accused by a female employee of the Red Bull team, and the Associated Press stated that the complaint had to do with his coercive and controlling behavior. A German newspaper even went as far as to claim that the accusation related to photos the 50-year-old had sent to the woman. Red Bull immediately launched an internal investigation without putting out an official statement. However, an insider reported that the team is taking the matter seriously and has hired a specialized lawyer to handle the situation. He stated, "After the company was made aware of certain recent allegations, an independent investigation was launched. This process, which is already ongoing, is being carried out by an external, specialized lawyer. The company takes these matters extremely seriously, and the investigation will be completed as soon as practical. It would not be appropriate to comment further at this time." Hired by Red Bull GmbH, the parent company of the racing division, the lawyer planned a meeting with Horner last Friday in an undisclosed location that lasted more than 8 hours. Horner was grilled, but no conclusion was reached at the end. Horner has been suggested to step down by many close team members, but until now, he has refused to do so. The team plan to carry out the investigation swiftly and to deal with it before the team reveals its car on the 15th of February. But it now seems that the investigation may take much longer than expected. Sky Sports' Craig Slater talked in more detail about the meeting and how the investigation can go on for many weeks now. "My understanding is this will operate to the timescale which the investigator sets, not to a Formula One timescale," Slater said on Sky Sports News. "It means there's every likelihood it could still be ongoing, this process, even as Red Bull are launching their car next Thursday, which is the 15th of February. It could even still be ongoing as we enter F1 preseason testing in Bahrain on the 20th of this month. It may carry on towards the first Grand Prix of the season on the 2nd of March. It's awkward for the team, but paramount in all of this is that there is fairness to the parties involved, and that's why they employed this independent investigator in the first place. While the source of the allegations is not yet public, motorsporttotal.com has stated that the Verstappens may be behind them. They said that it is no coincidence that the story came out of the Netherlands via De Telegraaf, and reported that the relationship between Jos Verstappen and Horner had been badly damaged. Jos Verstappen, the father of current world champion Max Verstappen, is known to do all that it takes to make his son win. If true, the chances of Horner surviving this scandal are even smaller, as Max Verstappen is known to be loyal to only two people, Helmut Marko and his father. It has also been rumoured that the allegations are part of a power struggle inside the team ever since the death of the founder of Red Bull Holding, Dietrich Mateschitz. The company wants to move the team's headquarters from Milton Keynes to Salzburg, which is something that Horner has opposed. Helmut Marko is among those opposing Horner, and the bond between the two has also broken. And now that rumours say that the message actually was planted by the Verstappens, Horner's situation has only gotten worse. A report by The Telegraph covers what exactly is happening behind the scenes in Red Bull. According to Horner loyalists, he is the victim of an internal fight within the broader Red Bull family, the report claimed. Once protected by Red Bull founder Dietrich Mateschitz, they claim he is now exposed to forces out to do him down since Mateschitz died in October 2022, aged 79. Horner's defenders say the accusations are smears aimed at unseating him from power in an attempt to wrest control to Salzburg, the home of the fizzy drinks company that lends its name to the F1 team, the dominant force of the current era, with Max Verstappen winning the last 3 world titles. According to BBC Sports, insiders have reported that Horner's tenure with Red Bull is coming to an end soon. The publication claimed Horner's future has been the subject of intense speculation in the world of F1 in the days since the allegations emerged on Monday. Many insiders who have discussed the situation with BBC Sport do not expect him to survive in his role. The reports state that Jos Verstappen wants to see Horner leave the team, as the 51-year-old Dutchman does not want Sergio Perez to be his son's teammate. The rift between Perez and Verstappen first came around during the 2022 Monaco Grand Prix, when Perez crashed, resulting in a qualifying session ending early and giving him the pole position, which he ended up turning into a win on Sunday. Max disagreed with the team multiple times in the same year when they asked him to give Perez the advantage, even though he had already won the World Championship. During the Brazilian Grand Prix, Max refused to let Perez through, even though he was fighting for second place in the Drivers' Championship. And the extra point would have helped him a lot. When asked by his engineer why he didn't let Perez through, he replied, "I told you already last summer. You guys don't ask that again to me. Okay, are we clear about that? I gave my reasons and I stand by it." Since then, though, the relationship between the two drivers has improved drastically, Jos Verstappen has not forgotten about the ordeal. When Perez won a race during the 2024 season, he was visibly upset, showing how much discontent he held for the Mexican. Last year, it was speculated multiple times that Perez would be dropped from the team after he finished much lower than his teammate in a car that outpaced every other by a large margin. Even Helmut Marko gave him an ultimatum, but Horner stayed by Perez's side and gave him more time to improve. According to the rumors, this is what caused the drift between Jos Verstappen and Christian Horner, and maybe a big part of the future of the Red Bull F1 team. It is rumored that if Horner decides to leave or is removed from the team, he will be replaced by Jonathan Wheatley, the current sporting director at Red Bull Racing. This would mark the end of an era for the team, as Horner has held the position of team principal ever since Red Bull Racing was formed in 2005. The future of the team will definitely be in shambles, as Horner's intelligence, along with his hiring of Adrian Newey, are a large part of why they are so successful in this era. And if the scandal actually were a way to get Horner off a team, it would also cause employees to feel disheartened and even leave the team. Furthermore, the FIA may also get involved in the investigation if it drags out too long, which is not something Red Bull wants to deal with at this moment. The bond between Adrian Newey and Horner has also been reportedly broken, and Newey has pledged to stay with the team in case Horner is removed. This would be a significant relief for the team, as Newey is probably the biggest asset the Red Bull team has. It will be interesting to see how the team's performance is affected once the season starts, and whether or not we will see Horner on the pit wall like we are used to. The relationship between Horner and Verstappen will also be something to note, especially if Horner is not removed from the team. Now that the bond between Horner and the Verstappens, Marko and Newey, is broken, Horner would not have many more allies to back him up at the factory. Although he has decided not to leave without a fight, his end at the team is near. He has stated that he will not back down and will try his best to clear his name, but the question now remains, is it even worth staying if nobody in the team wants him there? Only time will tell where this investigation leads, and we will have to keep our eyes out for any more news that comes out of Milton Keynes. What do you think of the drama between Verstappen and Horner? Will Horner be fired from Red Bull, or will the team find a way to keep the team principal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Formula One news content.